Hey, what's up, my friend? Welcome to your Monday Mastery session and Happy New Year. I'm very excited because over the next 3 weeks, you and I are going to cover a series called Creating and Sticking to New Amazing Habits and Breaking Bad Old Ones. And this is a really important series because they say that 80% of people will drop off on their habits and commitments by January 15th. So supposedly 80% of you watching this video right now will have already failed by next week. But that's not going to be you. If you stick with me over the next 3 weeks, where I will give you tangible tools on creating new sustainable habits and really sticking to them. In fact, today's episode is titled The Best Way to Create a New Habit. And I'm also going to give you my #1 book recommendation on habits. But before we get into that, I need you to do me a favor. Be sure you hit that bell and that subscribe button below if you haven't already, because the more subscribers, the more viewers we get, the more I am able to give you this free, valuable content on a weekly basis. So know that I appreciate you. Be sure you hit that bell and that subscribe button and share this video with any other entrepreneur or leader or real estate professional that you know needs to hear this message, especially the message on habits. So again, today's episode is called The Best Way to Create a New Habit. Now, let's get into it. Hey, what's up, fam? Kamille Rose here, founder of The Ultimate Life, peak performance coach to entrepreneurs and leaders, and I'm a member of the Forbes Coaches Council. And this is your Monday Mastery Minute, where every Monday I take a few minutes to show you how you can achieve mastery in your business and your personal life. So let's jump right into it. All right, the best way to start a new habit. Now, the specific tool I'm going to show you in today's challenge for the week comes from my favorite book on habits, which is this, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Highly recommend it. And if you have your own copy, we're in chapter 5. So this tool, you could write this down, is called the implementation intention. The implementation intention is a plan you make beforehand on where and when to act. It is the simplest and most effective tool for just starting the new habit and sticking to it. So again, it's called the implementation intention. And before I explain it, I want to give you a little background as to where it comes from. So in 2001, a group of researchers in Great Britain worked with 248 people who wanted to build better exercise habits over the course of 2 weeks. And so they split up their group into 3. The first group just tracked their exercise habits over the course of those 2 weeks. So that was their control group. Then group number 2 tracked their exercise habits, and they did research on the benefits of exercise, how it would reduce the risk of coronary heart disease, reduce stress, increase energy, and so they called this the motivated group. Then finally, group number 3 did everything that group number 2 did, tracked their exercise, did research on the benefits of exercise, and they wrote down this specific sentence, and I want to read it to you. During the next week, I will partake in at least 20 minutes of vigorous exercise on the specific day, at this specific time, in this specific place. So yours might read, I will partake in at least 20 minutes of vigorous exercise on Monday at 7 a.m. in my gym. And here's what the results showed from this study. Really fascinating. In the first and second groups, 35 to 38% of people exercised at least once per week. But in the third group, 91% of people exercised at least once per week, which was more than double the normal rate. And the only difference was the sentence they wrote down, which they ended up calling the implementation intention. It's really fascinating because then it says here, hundreds of studies have shown that implementation intentions are effective for sticking to our goals, whether it's writing down the exact time and date of when you will get a flu shot or recording the time of your colonoscopy appointment. This particular action increases your odds that you will stick to habits like recycling, studying, going to sleep early, and stopping smoking. So that's just a little bit from the book. So your challenge for the week is to pick one new habit you want to start. Whether it's meditating, reading, exercising, making calls first thing in the morning, writing your goals first thing in the morning. And I want you to write this implementation sentence down. I will insert your behavior at time in location. So for example, if you want to meditate more, the sentence would read like this. I will meditate for 1 minute at 7 a.m. in my kitchen. So you're going to say what you will do and at what time and where. Another example, let's say it's exercise. Your sentence would look like this. I will exercise for 1 hour at 5 p.m. in my local gym. Now just keep it simple because your mind might be thinking, well, Kamille, how many days a week? Just that sentence. Just start with that. The simpler, the better. And I just want to add one more because I like this example too from the book. So let's say it's improving your marriage. You will write, I will make my partner a cup of tea at 8 a.m. in the kitchen. So as you can see, you can do this with anything, but I want you as your challenge for this week to write down your implementation intention and then comment below. Let me know what that implementation intention is for you and how I could support you and hold you accountable to making sure that you stick to these new goals and execute at a high level. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and that little bell so you get notified of any new episodes that come out. And until next week, keep leading from love.